when it ends.
Let's start with how you wanted a happy song.
First of all, I was like, alright, let's dance, let's make something that's celebratory, let's like...
Because at that point we had already made 2 sort of solemn, sad songs, right?
I wouldn't say it's sad, but it's very introspective, in depth. Like you really have to kind of like question a lot of things and things. I want something that like kind of you don't have to sit down and question. It's something that you listen and you want to get up and dance, and not a lot of thought, very freeing. But obviously, Kudoshi being Kudoshi.
What? I mean,
explain how. Explain also why.
To me, at that point, after creating 2 introspective songs, I felt the need to then counter it was very premature, very like... There was no depth to wanting to make a happy song because we made 2 sad songs.
Dude, but like, that's the balance, right? Like,
but
that's the up and the down, and then we back to the up, right?
I think it should all be natural. and my thought process was that, okay, so how can we make a very outward celebratory song, but also make it about being introspective?
You know what this actually is or not?
Yeah.
It's actually the combination of you and I, like who we are, and is the reason why this one came out like that. It's like without this synergy, you call it, whatever you want to call it, without this like clash of like ideas or clash of like thoughts and things like that, we wouldn't make a song like this.
Yeah.
You know? I think it's the synergy of both of us that works well. Sometimes it's like, I mean, I'm not saying solo artists don't do well, but like, you need the difference of like a clash.
Yeah, it's a sport. It's a sport for me, and that's why this is such an enjoyable process for me. Dude, being in that, you know, that little hill and camping in the clouds, making music with you is one of the most enjoyable things.
It's enjoyable because like we have kind of like, in a way, like, I mean, we're similar in certain aspects, but we have really sometimes different experiences in our lives that kind of like like when we combine, it's like, whoa, what is this that is?
Yeah, so we don't have to over-explain what a collaboration is. I mean, is this something natural between us?
But it's important to know, like, you know, it's like blue and red makes purple. It's like, you know, sometimes it's like it doesn't really vibe. Like people like you know, certain areas like people like don't click. You don't come up with a good product. That synergy is quite important. I think that's what I'm trying to explain. It's like sometimes you don't want you want a purple but you get a brown.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know what I mean? Yeah. I think throughout the years, like, dude, like, I think the first time we have ever made something was when I shot Ego TV. Was like, what, 14 years ago?
Is it 14?
14 or 15, I think longer than that.
Longer.
Almost 15, 16
20
years ago. Almost 20 years ago, dude.
Yeah.
So our synergy is like quite unheard of, you know, like it's like it's like when we create, it's like amazing.
Yeah, to me it was a thoroughly enjoyable, fun experience.
I wanted to dance, dude.
Yeah, and
but it was you like the whole savva adi thing.
Yeah. So when I was thinking about how do we make this dance track have a bit more depth, I was like, oh, we have to make it about death. And it brought my thoughts to savadi, and how it's a word we say all the time, savadi mic. But the word savadi comes from savva adi, which is the drums you play at like a funeral, right? The death dance. And it goes back to Shiva and the cosmic dance and Tandavam and all of that. It's a dance. It's such a symbolic thing to dance to celebrate the end of something, you know. And I think we didn't do enough of that. And I think this was us just making, or sort of like encapsulating this death dance, the cosmic dance, I want to call it. And that's what when it ends is. And the lyrics, that as sad and harsh as it may sound, but when it ends, no one really cares, dude.
That's insane, dude.
I mean,
think
when
that
I say,
two lines is something quite insane to say, lah.
And when I say no one cares, I really mean the universe.
Like,
it's not like
what do you mean?
It's not like your family doesn't care. It's not like your friends don't care. I'm sure they care, but the universe don't care.
Right.
You know,
because that is like a natural process of the universe.
Yeah.
I think just putting the two lines together is like a very like thought-provoking kind of sentence. Like, when it ends, no one cares. It's like if you go to a funeral and you say that, they'll be like, bro, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like people, when they dance, they also dance in anguish. They dance in sadness.
Yeah.
Like, dance is not only about happiness.
Correct. Movement is medicine. You know, dance is medicine. And
movement is medicine.
Yeah, absolutely. Dude, ancient practices have been doing this since way before, like...
Movement is medicine?
Yeah, absolutely. So yoga is such a thing, a big thing as well. But anyway, we don't have to get into that. The cosmic dance, man, it all goes back to that.
Right.
And the lyrics of saying "apron then," which is my personal favorite line. It's my favorite line in the whole prompt.
Right.
It literally means the same thing, apron then, but it also implies like what else, like, you know.
But also, to like really like linguistically, I think apron then is a lot of things that Malaysian Indians say.
Apron then.
Yeah. I don't know whether they say it in Chennai, like in Tamil Nadu, but like in Malaysia, like a lot of people, apron then, yeah, apron then.
Yeah, but it's funny because it's the perfect line, because somebody dies, apron then. It literally implies the fact that no one cares. It's like, okay, now what? So what? So I love it.
It's like, no, one picture is like someone's like crying by the side of the casket, and then you go and be like, bro, nan. You're like, dude, let me be in grief. No, but I think that's like you say, like it's like medicine. Sometimes you just need a shot. You know, sometimes you just need like get up and be like, okay, bro, like seriously, like you're just caring about this death at this particular point of time. Back again is the time. It's like, okay, only this period. After that, you have to kind of carry on.
Yeah, life goes on.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's essentially what the song is to drive home that emotion that...
Have you experienced death? Like people close to you dying, or like have you experienced...
I think losing your parents is like one of the main things. I haven't lost my parents.
I lost my dad like 2 years ago. Oh, a year ago. Gonna be 2 lah. And I would say, like, honestly, like they say, like, you know, you never really kind of get over it if like you lose a parent. I mean, part of it is like very true, but like, you know, life is like so much of suffering that like you have to kind of like overcome it regardless. You know, and it's difficult sometimes to like pull through this kind of like thoughts, you know. Sometimes I don't want to think about my dad, because then I would be like in this funk of like, oh, like, you know. But you know, it's good to, you know, like when you like be in sadness and then you cry, or like whatever you do to overcome it, then you feel better. You know what I mean? So I think like the no one cares part is kind of like just a nudge to you and be like, listen, get up. You know, this is inevitable. There's nothing you can do about this. You know? So just like go on, like just carry on regardless. Like,
and it's about celebrating the person's life, right? Like, I mean, touch wood, like, I mean, I'm grateful my parents are still around, but when it's their time, I know I want to celebrate their life. I know.
Yeah.
You know?
They want you to be like, because they put you, like they brought you up to be like, all right, you're like, I put you in a nice school, I you know, I give you education, I give you food, I shelter you. So like they want you to be like good, happy, and like better.
Yeah.
They don't need to dwell in that whole like, oh, because it's inevitable. That's the no one cares part.
Yeah, and I think it's a celebration, and I would always like to celebrate life as opposed to mourn the passing of someone. Easier said than done, but that's what I'm working towards, you know. I would love to reach that consciousness where I can celebrate somebody's life when they're gone.
I think that's the most important thing. I think that's what we said in the song also. Celebrate, tell a friend, bust a move, one more dance, you know? Yeah, so I think like we cannot avoid the emotions of losing someone or like being in loss. We cannot avoid that. The same way how death is inevitable, we cannot avoid that. But like you cannot dwell in it for a very long time. Like that will get you into a space where like it's like sometimes it's really hard to come out, you know.
Yeah, you dwell because you're holding on, and you wish you could have said things you didn't say, you wish you could have done things you didn't do, and it's all again back to you, right? So all you can do in that moment is dance, man.
Which is movement is medicine.
Yeah, dance it off.
I think that's like one of the most fire thing, man. Like dancing it off. Which is also like, I would say like crying it off also is one of it, but dancing it off is also one of it.
Yeah.
Like choose your poison lah, bro. Like you know, like however you want to overcome it. But I would say like a lot of us like sometimes like, you know, you see people get into addictions, like they get into like alcohol or like drugs or whatever, like to overcome certain form of this kind of things. But like what we're putting out is like, I would say, you know, this music itself is like one medicine like that, you know.
Sure.
You know, it's like pills, man. It's like pills in this. Like there's 5 pills we have developed, 5 capsules, 5 tablets for different kind of moods that you're feeling. I remember like when we were at the camp, right? And I said, dude, play this at my funeral if I die first.
Now I have to.
But we'll see who goes first. But that one is another like intriguing kind of like,
yeah,
I don't know, man.
I remember once we had this conversation about the legacy account for Facebook.
Legacy account?
Yeah, like it's like when you die and who takes control of
what happens to your
Facebook account and your Instagram account. I remember you saying, we were joking about it back then, and like if you die and then if I give you my access to my Facebook, like you will message all the bad bitches. You up.
Then I'll be like, BRB. She'll be like, yes. I'll be like, BRB. Then she go check your page. He's dead. This fella said he'll be right back. He's dead. It's like, you're never coming back.
Dude, laugh at my funeral. Laugh at my funeral, dude.
Dude, I'm so nervous just thinking about that, dude. I just like, I don't want to be in that. Like, I don't even want to think about like you dying, dude. That's so insane.
Dude, it's gonna happen, but it should be funnier.
Yeah, we say, imagine if we die at the same time. some sort of natural disaster.
And then last,
okay, Macha, this is it.
Famous last words. Oh, it's natural, Michings.
I'll be like, Abra, that. It was so ridiculous, dude.
Life is ridiculous, man.
But death is like that, Michings. You know?
To understand life, you must understand death.
Death is like super, like something that, you know, it's like a scary place to go, you know. But like a lot of people come into like enlightenment when they go to that understanding of death, you know?
I think I reached this space because I went to Varanasi, and I think I've shared this story in Varanasi at the Ghats when I'm watching these bodies burn, right? So the poor families can't even afford enough wood, so the bodies are like half burnt, and then these dogs are there eating this flesh, right? So the body's fully burning here, body's half burning there, dogs eating the body. And while all of this is happening, tea, chai, vada, tea, chai, coffee, vada, and everyone is
That's the no one care guy.
That's dude.
That's the guy who's like,
he made me realize that no one cares.
no one cares, dude.
Yeah. So that was such a grounding experience for me to face death in the face, and like everybody's just acceptive of it, you know, because it's normal.
Dude, a lot of like times we try to like play like, you know, community like for others, but this life is like so you and your own experiences.
Yeah,
like you die alone kind of shit, man. Like even if you die in a car crash with someone else, how sure are you like you're actually like in the same experience? You know, it's not really, I would say. Like so much of it is to each his own. You know,
Yeah, man.
like people like feel like that, you know, like they just want to have like a crazy funeral or like a big grave, like all of that is eventually just gonna be like,
Dude, I think life would suck if you didn't die.
oh, for sure, man.
Life would suck.
That'll be the worst
Yeah.
experience of life ever. You know, just like constantly like cannot die, dude. And the day I was talking to my sister on the way to somewhere, she's like, oh, I got this friend, he's so active, bro. Everything, he plays sports, he drive, like ride bikes, hiking, do this, very healthy, check his blood all the time, and die in some car went and hit him on his bike. He died at like 40 something.
Seems like a life well lived.
But you think about it, dude, it's like no matter how much you try to like live as long as you can, when it happens, it happens.
Yeah,
when it ends.
So are you talking about protecting now? Is he trying to protect?
We naturally do that.
We naturally try to sustain.
We don't see, we take like antibiotic for flu, but like you know, like when car come hit you, what the hell is antibiotic
Gonna do.
You know what I mean? So it's very like it's like back again, it's like so uncertain, and this uncertainty, bro, is what makes life worth it. This uncertainty, man, I love that shit. People go like, I'm so uncertain, I'm lost, I'm floating, I'm not grounded, I don't know where I am, I don't know what I'm doing, I'm lost in my life, I'm uncertain, everything's uncertain, I don't know whether this girl's gonna love me, I don't know whether this one I'm gonna get, I don't know if I'm gonna get this job or not, I don't know whether I'm gonna get this money.
Because they seek comfort in predictability, right? Control. Mental health is control. And this uncertainty they confuse as not being in control. And therefore they suffer.
I'm like starting to fall in love with uncertainty.
It's a beautiful place.
It's a fucked way to fucking look at the world, dude.
But it's a beautiful place if you can thoroughly be present in uncertainty.
Oh shit, dude.
If you can give full presence to uncertainty. Because dude, suffering exists in the past and in the future. But if you can give your full presence in uncertainty, you'll realize that nothing is certain.
You know, my dad always say, I don't believe in coincidence. Everything is meant to be like how it's supposed to be. I don't believe that this is a coincidence. I don't believe in that. But there is no like proof even for you to say like, okay, this is what's going to happen next. There is no proof, which is quite uncertain again. You know, uncertainty's opposite is what? Clarity. Certainty lah, which is like what? Like
Death.
The opposite of uncertainty is death. No lah, dude.
Yeah, because it's the only thing that's certain. And taxes apparently. But taxes also you can evade.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Yeah, it's a saying.
What the
But taxes also, you can get your tax return.
How the fuck did tax come into this shit?
Dude, it's a saying.
Tax is certain, dude.
Yeah.
There's places where you don't get taxed.
Dude, everyone here has paid tax.
I mean, if you're born in a certain country, there's
I'm
like,
sure you're gonna tax, dude.
what if like you're in the tribe of like Amazon tribe
They
or
will
something?
tax you some leaf or some ayahuasca tax. I don't know.
Okay lah, let's not talk about tax. Let's talk about the opposite of uncertainty, which is you say death, which is like, I mean, that's an example of certainty.
Yeah.
I mean, like, actually, right, what is the only thing that's certain? Death.
And taxes.
They fucking stop with the tax.
Okay. Death.
I'm gonna go and research about this tax shit, but is that the only thing that's certain? The only thing.
See, people always talk about life after death, but they don't talk about life before birth.
Because it's like, right. I mean, like, there's nothing promising with that. You cannot control that. You cannot like put fear on that because you're already born. People speak about life after that because they're trying to control people with fear.
So, do you know what that means? The idea of life after death is only of value to you because you have experienced life. You need to experience life to appreciate life after death. But life before...
Dude, first of all, life after that itself, it's an ideology that is like, we don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know. It's something that somebody fucking made up, dude.
Yeah.
There is life after that.
To control your life.
They instill fear on you to be like, oh, okay, there's hell, there's heaven, or whatever, like, you know, whatever it is.
Which is why I rather focus on life before birth. I think that's a more interesting...
Yeah, but like, that doesn't put fear into people, and that doesn't control people, so people won't give a fuck about what you're saying. Who cares? Who cares where the fucking Big Bang came from? Do we speak about that? No. They all start from the Big Bang. But where the Big Bang came from, no one wants to give a fuck about.
It's because we're still banging. Still big banging.
But then everybody is trying to focus on the end of Earth, the end of the universe, the end of the times.
Kiamat.
Kiamat, dunia akhirat, all this. Because there is fear. You're fearful. I want to control you, dude.
Do you know, you've watched Sacred Games, right?
Yeah.
You know that they say this nuclear power and everything, right? And they managed to make this analogy of it, of how it's such a spiritual thing, right?
Right.
And
that's a good thing that we kill, like
that you can destroy
a species and make your own kind of shit
and restart, right? And I fucked with it. I was like, oh shit, that explains like how spiritual this nuclear thing is, you know? And I don't know why we obsess with ending to restart. It's like we're trying to rush that process.
Dude, but you cannot do that. It's impossible. You know why? Because you're also a human being, dude.
Yeah.
At any given time, you can die of like a fucking cancer or a car crash. Like, what are you talking about, dude?
Yeah.
You wanna like create something and look at Hitler. Hitler himself like kill himself. He wanted to like clean out a whole race. He wanted to clean out a whole race. Shot himself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You cannot do that. In retrospect, only God can do that. There's no perfection in human being. We're all flawed. We're fallible.
Yeah.
You know, there's no perfection in human being, so you cannot. No matter how much you try. Look at the world, bro. It's impossible.
Yeah, because man is complete, but they want
a piece of me. Okay. So, any last words for when it ends?
No one cares.